Albuquerque, New Mexico, the land of enchantment, and today home to the Isleta, New Mexico Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Arizona State's offense will get the first crack at it here. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and 10 for the offense. In the red area, it's Udo. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's think a second about Arizona State. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground. First time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense lining up for a first down play. one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Wants to throw. It's Barnett. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After that last completion, it's second down. Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Duke have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Dukes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You got to be so careful, too, Dave, because on third and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Levin. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On the direct snap, it's Tyson. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Arizona State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the air, it's Barnett. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Breaks away on the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, and he got thrilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. And he muffs it. It's loose. And the returner is stopped.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
Send the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. Steps away to find some room. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program is because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right on target this time. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. He might want another play. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Skips away from pressure. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On third down, going up top. Pulls it in, it's Kyle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets rid of it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Ellis. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! The extra point here would tie the game.
What a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Working that left side. Turning it on. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Udo. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Got his man quickly. At the 40, there he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. They just keep firing. Looking for the score. Touchdown, James Madison. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Fires to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Levin. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. With the catch, it's Tyson. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Got some room in it to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads it left. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Barnett. Makes the grab. It's Ellis. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Making side adjustments here. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He fires a bullet to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's Sanchez. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. The Dukes will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision now.
Quick handoff. Spins away from the defense. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, thanks. You put these 2 programs together, given the seasons they had, and we figured we might get a notable first half in this New Mexico Bowl.
We're just about ready to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire for the ball carrier.
And you've got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You've got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Gets it out quickly. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the big fella. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. It's on target and complete.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's what
Breaks into the open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Dukes look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Barnett. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
Finds his tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Tyson. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. That's caught. It's Brown. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point of 35-21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Back to pass, it's Barnett. That's reeled in, it's Ellis. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the third. Wants to fire on second down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Arizona! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And what a job in coverage by the defense. First, the defender able to get his hand on the ball and tip that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
On the run, it's Udo. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. To the air, it's Levis. Quick completion on the out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wants to change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Wants to throw again. Unloads it downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverage.
Open field on the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Dukes are flying down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Dukes! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's Tyson. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. He's at the... And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. From the gun, the ground game. First guy never seems to get him as he finds his way out to the 19.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Setting up the screen. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. And you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. To the air, it's Levitt. Makes the grab, it's McClain. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. Maybe 1 notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw it. Here's a throw downfield late. Snags it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Going for 6. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Fires to the big fella. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It's complete on the right side. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Sluka. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.